At her graduation party, my stepdaughter Ava told me to sit near the trash cans. My seat had been given to her real dad. Then she gave him the laptop I bought, thanked him for always believing in her, and whispered that I was just a small regret. I stayed quiet and ate my food. Later, after the party ended, she walked over and handed me the bill. Over $5,100 for the night. I looked at it, then at her, and walked out. Earlier that night when I arrived, she pointed at a metal chair by the trash. "You can sit there," she said casually. Her tone was flat, but the message cut deep. I looked at the spot. Wobbly chair. Crushed soda cans on the floor. Just a couple of feet from where caterers dumped leftovers. "There," she repeated, more impatient now. I blinked. "Ava, is this? I just need you to be chill tonight, okay?" She interrupted and walked away, her dress catching the light as she went. She headed straight to the table where her real dad was being seated. My seat next to her and her mom. She hugged him, smiled like it was the happiest moment of her life, and handed him a wrapped gift from under the table. "Open it, Dad," she said, glowing. He slowly unwrapped it for everyone to watch. I already knew what it was. The same laptop I bought for her. A month ago. Exact model, custom specs, everything. She had picked it out with me, told me it would help with grad school. But now she was giving it to him. She hugged him again and whispered, "Thanks for believing in me since day one." Then even softer, but I still heard it. "He's just a small regret." I didn't react. I just sat still, eating off a plastic plate with warm potato salad. My hand shook once. Then came the speeches. Her mentor. A friend. Her mother. Everyone praised her, raised glasses to her future. I clapped. I smiled. I took photos. Not one person mentioned me. When the night ended, I was cleaning up. Old habit, trying to stay useful even when I felt invisible. She walked over, handed me a folded paper. "No thanks." No eye contact. "What's this?" I asked. "The rest of the bill. You said you'd cover it." $5,132.88. I looked at her, folded it in half, and left without a word. I didn't go home. I drove. No plan, just away. I ended up in a Taco Bell parking lot, eating a cold quesadilla and looking at the receipt again under the dim car light. I'd already paid most of it. Venue deposit, cake, balloons that said "Congrats AV" in gold. She didn't give me the bill because she needed help. She gave it to remind me I wasn't part of her story. I was just someone she could use. It wasn't about appreciation. It was control. I met Ava when she was 10. She was shy, quiet, testing me like kids do when they've been let down too often. Her mom, Dana, had been divorced for years. Her dad, Brent, only showed up now and then with a ski trip or a birthday card and $50. I never tried to replace him. I just showed up. And stayed. When Ava had the flu in 9th grade, I slept on the floor beside her bed holding a bowl. When she got rejected from her first choice college, I helped rewrite her essay late into the night. When she got into UC Berkeley, I paid for the flight and bought all her dorm stuff. And somehow none of that counted. Brent sent an emoji. Ava called me Dad, once. Just once. We were making pancakes and she burned one. She laughed and said, "Dad, this one looks like Kansas," then went quiet, realizing what she said. She never called me that again. But I held on to that moment like it meant everything. The laptop was just the latest gift. Not because she asked, but because she dropped hints. My old laptop's so slow. I can't even open Zoom. I'm so stressed. Her tone always changed when she wanted something. Not warm, just calculated. Dana, her mom, always made excuses. She's overwhelmed, love. She's under a lot of pressure. Funny. I thought I was the one carrying everything. 2 days after the party, Dana called me casually. "Hey babe, Ava's trying to split the bill. Do you want her to Venmo you the rest, or are you just covering it?" I didn't say anything. "Babe, you know what she told me?" "Dana." Silence. She handed me the check and called me a regret. Dana sighed like it was no big deal. She didn't mean it like that. You know how emotional these nights get. No. I know how calculated she is. Dana's voice changed, sharp now. "Don't make this about you. It was Ava's big night. I paid for her big night." She hung up. Things got worse quickly. That weekend, Ava posted on Instagram a carousel of party photos. Caption read, "Forever grateful to the man who never gave up on me. #real that #since First photo, her hugging Brent. Second, him opening the laptop I bought. Third, him giving a fake toast while people clapped. I wasn't in a single picture. People commented, "I love this. You two look so much alike. Such a proud dad. This is what family looks like." I stared until my eyes burned. I scrolled back through her old posts. My birthday gift? Not there. The engraved watch I gave her for graduation? Ignored. That Disneyland trip I paid for when she was 16? Not even a mention. It was like I never existed. Monday I got a notification at Ava_Mar tagged you in a comment. I clicked. It was another photo of her and Brent at the party. But the caption stung even more. Some people buy their way in. Some just belong. #blood matters, #family first. In the comments someone asked, "Who's the guy sitting near the trash cans?" Ava replied, "Oh, just someone who helped out. Just someone." Then Brent emailed me. Subject, "Hey, can we talk? Hey man. First off, congrats on raising a brilliant kid. I know we've had our differences but I appreciate you being there for Ava. I heard you might want the laptop back. Totally understandable. Teenagers, right? Me no. No hard feelings. Bess. Brent." I didn't reply. I just forwarded it to Dana. She never said anything. But the next morning I got texts from Ava. "You're being really immature. This is why I never felt close to you. You always make things about yourself. Mom's exhausted. You need to back off. You act like the victim when you've only made her life harder lately. All I ever did was help. I showed up. I supported. I sacrificed. Now I was the villain in a story I paid for. So I started digging. Not for revenge but to see the truth. I had access to everything. I was the tech guy. I set up Ava's iCloud. I helped Dana recover her Gmail passwords. I found emails between Ava and Brent, sent months before the party. Don't worry. You'll be the star. He just wants to feel included. I'll handle it. You matter. I'm only asking him for the laptop because he's dumb enough to say yes. Can't wait for this whole stepdad act to be over. The dates didn't lie. I printed the emails. Highlighted them. Put them in a folder labeled Truth. I wasn't ready to use them yet. First, I needed to see how far this all went. Then I found a shared Google Drive folder, Grad Night Assets. Inside, photos, captions, and even reply templates for comments. The hashtag since day one. She had planned it 2 weeks before the party. It wasn't a celebration. It was a performance. And I unknowingly funded every part of it. That Thursday Dana came home late. We hadn't talked. Just silence between us. She sat on the edge of the bed. "Ava's hurt," she said. "She feels like you're pulling away." "I am. She needs you." "No. She needs an audience. She's still young. She's not innocent." Dana looked at me, really looked. For once her face wasn't calm or neutral. She looked scared. "What are you going to do?" she asked. I didn't say anything. I just smiled. It was the kind of smile you give when you know a storm is coming, and you're just waiting for the lightning to strike. I arrived early. Not because I was excited but because I wanted to see the house before everything went down. The same gold Ava balloons still hung from the ceiling. Dirty wine glasses were still sitting out. Like the party never ended. No cleanup. No responsibility. That said everything. They walked in laughing like nothing was wrong. Dana gave me her usual fake smile. Brent shook my hand like we were buddies. "Let's hope there's no drama tonight," he joked, winking. Ava had a new dress. Her phone in hand. She didn't even look at me. We sat down. Chicken, salad, wine, small talk that felt tense and fake. They chatted about UCLA internships and the future. Brent smiled like a proud dad. I stayed quiet until Ava finally turned to me and said, "Thanks for coming. I know things got tense but maybe we can let it go. We're family, right?" I smiled and placed a flash drive on the table. They all stared. "What's that?" Dana asked. "Your memory," I said. I walked to the TV, plugged in my laptop and hit play. First slide, an iCloud message. "Don't worry, he'll pay. He's soft." Then a text from Ava to Brent. "You're the only one who matters. The rest are just paying for things." Dana gasped. Brent leaned forward. Ava's face stayed still but her neck turned red. Then came the audio, Ava's voice saying, "I'll give him the bill and see if he cries. He's not even family. Just a small regret. Brent looked shocked. You never showed me this, he said. Ava shifted in her chair. I opened another file, a folder labeled Grad Night Assets. Photoshop drafts of the guest list. Photographer notes. Keep Brent in the frame. The hashtag since day one created 2 weeks before the party. You didn't just leave me out, I said. You made sure I was invisible. Dana snapped. That's enough. This is cruel. We were trying to make it special. I looked at her like I didn't know her. Special? I paid over $5,000 to be humiliated. My gift, my laptop, and a seat near the trash. Ava finally spoke. You're acting like a child. I smiled. And you're acting like an extra who thinks she's the star. Then I pulled out the bill. $5,132.88. And a second paper, a spreadsheet. Laptop, $2,000. SAT prep, $1,200. Flights, $890. Dana's car payment, $3,500. Dorm rent, $4,600. Graduation cash gift, $1,000. Total, $13,190. This is what it cost to be your small regret. Ava looked down. Her hands shook. You didn't throw a party, you planned an attack. Brent stood up. I didn't ask for this. No, I said. You just enjoyed it. Dana tried again. We just wanted to make something beautiful. You did, I said. The most public humiliation I've ever had. Then I picked up my phone, deleted the family group chat, and set it down. This isn't revenge. It's closure. They said nothing. I grabbed my jacket and walked toward the door. Just before I left, Ava whispered, You're tearing this family apart. I looked her in the eyes. You broke it a long time ago. I'm just walking away. And I left. The next morning I didn't wake up bitter. I felt free. No calls. No messages. No more, can you just help this once? The silence didn't feel lonely. It felt peaceful. I made coffee. Ate eggs on paper towels in my quiet, empty apartment. No decorations. No expectations. And it felt perfect. That afternoon I opened my laptop and pulled up the folder I'd labeled insurance. It had everything. Screenshots, receipts, emails, voice messages, the invoice from the party, the spreadsheet, with notes, dates, and links. Then I wrote a post. When someone calls you a regret after you pay for their future, that's not a mistake. That's a plan. This is what family looks like when your silence is the only thing they value. I paid for the party, the laptop, the rent, the bills. I was there for 12 years. He showed up for one night and got the thanks. This isn't revenge. It's my side of the story. I added the files and posted it anonymously on Reddit, Medium, and some private groups. By the next morning, it had over 300,000 views. That night someone figured out who Ava was. The post spread to Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, even LinkedIn. Screenshots of her calling me just the one financing started popping up everywhere. People started talking about step-parents, emotional manipulation, money, and abuse. I didn't respond. I just watched. My part was done. Now they could live with the truth. Dana called. Left a shaky voicemail. Please call me. It's out of control. Ava's getting threats. Please. I didn't answer. Ava posted a black screen on Instagram with white text. Sorry if anyone misunderstood. Love isn't about money. Then she turned off comments. 2 hours later, she deleted her account. Brent tried to defend her with a short Facebook post. Social media isn't the place to fix family. Stay strong, Ava. The people who matter know the truth. Someone replied with a screenshot of him calling me soft and replaceable. His post got deleted. But the internet doesn't forget. Then the messages came. Cousins texting. That was rough. Maybe too far. You sure you want to put this out there? News outlets reached out. A podcast wanted to interview me. A therapist made a video about forgotten step-parents and tagged me. A guy on LinkedIn offered me a job. Said he liked my quiet vengeance. I didn't answer any of them. I didn't need to. I wasn't quiet because I was scared. I was quiet because I was done reacting. 3 days later, Ava texted me. I didn't mean to hurt you. Can we please talk? Not to fight, just to clear the air. Then she sent a voice memo. She sounded softer, like a younger version of herself. I know I took things for granted. I don't know who I am without the drama. I listened to it twice. Then I archived it. I didn't reply. Dana tried again too. Maybe I raised her wrong. But you were supposed to be the calm one. Like my silence was something she could change the rules on. You could have handled this privately. But that's the thing. Silence only feels private to the person it protects. I didn't move away. I didn't make a scene. I just stopped giving. I updated my bank info. Stopped paying for Dana's car. Canceled the Amazon account Ava used. Closed the Netflix profile we shared. Little things, but they meant something. She noticed. Then came Ava's last message. I guess you never really loved me. It didn't hurt. It felt fake, like a line from a school play. The kind of line you say when you forget what comes next, just waiting for the lights to go out. I didn't tell her the truth. That I did love her. That I probably still do in a way I can't explain. But love without respect? That's just pity. And I have nothing left to give. Some think closure comes with an apology. Some think it comes with revenge. Mine came with nothing. No big speech. No dramatic goodbye. No one crying in the rain. The end didn't sound like shouting. It sounded like silence. And I've never heard anything more peaceful. It's been 3 months now. I wake up when I want. My apartment is quiet. No one needs me. No one asks me for anything. Mornings are mine. Slow coffee. Open windows. No footsteps. No guilt walking the halls. Sometimes I still check my phone expecting a "can you help" message. It doesn't come. Because now they understand. So do I. I used to think loyalty meant staying even when it hurt. I thought if I gave more, waited longer, tried harder, maybe they'd finally love me back. But they didn't want love. They wanted control. They wanted silence. They wanted access. They wanted money. I wasn't family. I was a subscription. And once I stopped paying, the connection ended. The hardest part. I let it happen. For years I helped them build a version of me that worked for them, hoping I'd one day be part of the real picture. But I was never part of the plan. I was just the tool they used to build it. That's what hurt most. Not the betrayal. The truth, I was never meant to stay. Just to serve. Ava never reached out again. The last thing she said. You never really loved me. I left it on read because love shouldn't come with conditions. He thought I'd miss her. Miss her voice, her stories, the way she twisted things. She thought I'd feel guilty. But what she doesn't understand is, I didn't walk away because I hated her. I walked away because I finally stopped hating myself for not being enough. Brent never messaged me again. No surprise. Ghosts go quiet when the lights come on. His part was over. The show's done. Dana sent one last message. I hope you find peace. We're hurting too, you know. But they're not hurting. They're just exposed. There's a difference. I didn't rebuild a new life. I just stopped renting one. The version of me that accepted disrespect? He doesn't live here anymore. Now I do my job. I go home. I eat dinner in peace. I take long walks, no destination. I read books without waiting for chaos. No one asks for money. No one expects me to fix what they broke. And maybe that's the biggest win. No applause. No big reward. Just my name on the lease. And no one else has the key. I used to flinch when people said family first. Now I know what they really meant. Keep us happy even if it breaks you. If you love us, let us use you. Silence is love. But now, my silence means something else. It means boundaries. It means respect. It means I'm done. They taught me silence was shame. Now I know, it's strife.